And joining us now this morning, Dr. Nielsen, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Okay, so I would imagine that one of the highlights of your tenure as IASP President is getting to oversee the World Congress on Pain. That unfortunately did not happen in 2020. That had to be a little bit of a letdown. A little bit.
I hadn't expected that the last year of my term should, and end up in mitigation plans and contingency plans, etc., etc. We were all sitting there in isolation late March 2020. And we had to take that decision, and that has been the most dramatic decision ever taken in the history of IASP.
You said a World Congress has never been canceled before.
The World Congress has never been canceled before. So we took the decision. It was a very tough decision, but of course we did the right thing. Now retrospectively, of course, we know that this was the only thing we could do.
And we will finally get to meet in Amsterdam. It will just be in another 2 years.
We will definitely be in Amsterdam.
It'll be a great time. What would you like for people to know about your 2 years at the helm of IASP?
Well, I had a plan, and I had some presidential goals, and my overall theme was IASP Connecting. Because before I took over the presidency, I made a survey among members, and I found out that one thing which they really wanted was more content. And we, over my term, we developed a much more continued education. The other thing which I'm actually very proud of, we implemented a strategy for including people with lived experience.
Oh, yes.
So we do have now people with lived experiences included in all aspects of the IASP organization. So this is the so-called GAPA. People with lived experiences and chronic pain are the people we want to help, and that's why we're here, and that's what we do.
It's interesting, we spoke with the co-chair of GAPA yesterday, and it sounds like something that should have been an integral part of IASP years ago. How much of having those with lived experiences working together with researchers and clinicians is helping to move research forward?
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't it years ago, but
it took you coming in.
But you have to, these things are slowly developing. And you can see, IASP is actually moving forward very quickly now. And there are organizations now also entering that space, and there are organizations who have been there for a while. But it is really important, and we see the benefit now. We have representatives from GAPA on our scientific committee for this meeting. And they have done a tremendous job. If
you had to pinpoint one thing that you're the most proud of during your years as IASP president, what would you pinpoint?
I would actually point on that specific aspect that we are now including people with lived experience, because I think that was a very, very important step. I also want to say that we are proud of all the content we have kind of developed. We have a new platform for continued learning, which again, as I said, we have this CME accreditation. So I'm very proud that we actually listened to all our members.
Wonderful. Okay, I cannot let you leave until we discuss you being knighted by the Queen, by the Danish Queen. That is incredible. Such an honor. How did that come about?
Well, actually, you don't know. You don't know. You receive probably either a letter, or probably you're going to receive a letter from the Royal Castle that you have actually been nominated. Of course, it's an honor, but it's something which, I simply use it for promoting science and saying that this is recognized.
Well, wonderful. What an honor, and very well deserved, absolutely. Congratulations on navigating us through, those 2 years of the pandemic. We certainly appreciate your leadership.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.